Daryl Sims, former CIA agent, talked in a 2015 podcast about the research he has been doing hunting aliens and helping victims who say they were abducted and probed with extraterrestrial devices. His more than 38 years of experience has focused on physical evidence and led to his groundbreaking discoveries of alien implants and more. Are we finally considered just like guinea pigs by aliens? Or is abduction by aliens finally just a bad dream, as the most skeptical scientists would like to conclude a little too quickly?
Section 51.
Hi everyone, what's up guys, DozGeek here with Section 51. Big thanks again for your support to the channel. First, you can like and share this new video right now to keep supporting Section 51. Watch this video until the end if you want to know more about this incredible story. I hope you're well. If you are ready, let's start right now. A former CIA agent confessed to collecting devices found inside alien abduction victims in an old podcast that has resurfaced on the internet in August 2021. Indeed, this world-renowned alien hunter, author and ex-CIA agent named Daryl Sims firstly appeared on the Into the Light Paranormal podcast in 2015, where he spoke about his groundbreaking research during his 38-year career. In the broadcast, Sims claimed he has been hunting, researching and collecting physical evidence left by alien contact and abduction and helps victims to come to grips with their experiences.
Whenever I do my UFO investigations, a lot of people are always asking me to do that. And that's a belief. It's not what really matters in this business. What matters is what you do prove. It's what you actually can determine based on the available evidence. And we've even done 22 surgeries on people latching on alien contact and feel like they've been implanted with some type of device. And then in some of those surgeries, we've actually removed objects that were actually terrestrial in origin.
The investigator is known for having the largest personal collection of artifacts extracted from humans. His collection includes skin samples, DNA samples, X-rays, MRIs or magnetic resonance imaging, sonograms, objects with possible forensic traces like glass, wall, etc., and anomalous implants or artifacts. This interview was following the claims of Harvard's Professor Avi Loeb, revealing that, according to him, the flying objects could be artificial intelligence probes visiting the planet from an alien civilization.
It could be something from an extraterrestrial origin, and most stars formed before suns, billions of years before, and just imagine a civilization that predates us by a billion years. It's enough time to send a chemically propelled spacecraft with artificial intelligence out into the world that is autonomous. That is required because the distances between stars are very long. You have to behave autonomously. And I can imagine equipment that was put in place by civilizations a billion years ago. All you need is one civilization, and that is enough to populate the entire galaxy with self-replicating probes with AI.
But let's get back to Daryl Sims. UFO enthusiasts believe that he is the world's leading expert on alien abductions. His 38+ years of experience has focused on physical evidence and led to his groundbreaking discoveries of alien implants and more. As a former military police officer and CIA operative, Sims has unique insight into the alien organization, which he believes functions similarly to an intelligence agency. Alien abduction is a phenomenon that involves people who believe that they have been kidnapped by extraterrestrials over the course of their lives for reasons beyond their understanding. The enigma was popularized by San Antonio native, author and abductee Whitley Strieber in his best-selling book Communion. Typically, the victims feel that they have been subjected to diabolical experiments beyond their comprehension and even implanted with foreign objects similar to tracking devices or, worse, impregnated artificially. In his 38 years of research, Sims pretends he has identified at least 45 confirmed abductees around the world, many of them implanted or otherwise marked with unidentified burns, scoop marks, or even strange glowing marks known as fluorescence. In addition to the familiar grey, bug-eyed humanoids that have been popularized in media, Sims laid out a complex hierarchy of beings that includes tall, brown doctors and leaders that he refers to as the mantis types. His theory is that these transgenics are essentially genetic constructs that have been developed here on Earth for malevolent reasons, and that their experiments seem to be primarily focused on families of Cherokee or Irish Celtic descent. Daryl Sims believes that if you have been kidnapped by aliens, chances are one of your family members has also been snatched.
You're not special or unique. None of this weird stuff. They're interested in your lineage.
He pretends that as a child he was abducted by an alien in Midland and had a later, more violent encounter at the age of 17. He also says that years later, his own son had been taken from their ranch near Huffman. He describes himself as the world's leading expert on alien abductions and has since made it his life's work to frustrate and defeat what he terms a malevolent alien agenda. After all, who is better to study these phenomena than an abductee himself? What are more disturbing are the claims made by Dr. Roger Leir in 2018, podiatric surgeon and ufologist who specialized into investigation of alleged alien implants in abductees. During his studies, and especially during one of his numerous surgery removals of alleged extraterrestrial implants, he came to find that the implant that was inside of his patient was made of a total of 36 elements, which is far greater than any industrial form of article and couldn't have been made possible from elements found here on Earth. In ufology, alien implants is a term used to describe physical objects allegedly placed in someone's body after they have been abducted by aliens. Claimed capabilities of the implants range from telepresence to mind control to biotelemetry. Of course, as in all subjects, there are always skeptics and people who believe. But the fact is that we can now benefit from several years of research in this field carried out by these specialists as Daryl Sims or Dr. Roger Leir. Of course, some skeptical people will say that they are all quacks and testimonies from abductees are just pure hallucination. Yes, sometimes it can be hallucination. It can be explained by science. But not all the times. Maybe it's a slightly limiting way of thinking. So what shall we do concerning the unexplained cases? Sims or Leir seem to be serious people who have studied for decades and who have held positions with responsibilities. Why would they ruin their careers with crazy statements? Moreover, Dr. Roger Leir had assistants during the surgeries he made, people who can confirm his discoveries, without counting on the many people who testified to have been abducted by aliens. While some testimonies could be considered as pure imagination, others were seriously studied because they had amazing details that could be verified by research. Obviously, as always, many questions remain outstanding. Particularly, one might be surprised that the CIA lets Sims work freely on this subject by collecting evidence independently. But certainly he is being secretly watched by the CIA during his investigations. Certainly he is aware of it himself. However, Sims' revelations may probably be just the tip of the CIA alien abduction iceberg. And there is probably a ton more info about this subject which still remains today classified. Are there any of you people who think you have had this abduction experience before? Did you notice a strange implant in your body? Do you think these practices are part of a secret alien agenda? Do you know anyone who claims to have had this experience? It would be very interesting to have their testimony. Are all these implants of alien origin, or are they experiments carried out on a large scale by a kind of cooperation between aliens and secret agencies? A cooperation between aliens and humans? Have we all been listed in a huge global registry as part of a secret plan? Is this a classification of all human beings on Earth by a secret power that surpasses us all? Is this all real? No one here has the answer, but maybe one day we will have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Section 51 is on social networks, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Don't forget to like this video, to share it, to subscribe, support Section 51. Thank you. I'll be back really soon. Open your eyes, watch the sky, live long and prosper.